In this video, I will be showcasing how to use our final digital tools of Dynamic Yearly Leaf Tracker and reviewing what you have learned. You have learned and understood how to create an easy version of the visualizations on Google Data Studio. You have learned how to set up Google Form. You understood how to install Form Approver from the Add-ons button. You also know how to select Response Destination to the spreadsheet that you have created, in this case, which is this. And you also know how to populate the required question in the form to collect the leave data from your employee. And you know how dynamic the application is to go through the different departments, and you have set up this lookup table and save it. And if you go through the preview, in the preview page, after an employee submit a leave application form, you will notice that his department manager will receive an leave request form, and the department manager could choose either to approve, decline, or even a comment to this leave request form. And the data will be stored in the Google Sheet that you have created. And you probably want to add on questions such as these questions, and you may choose according to your needs, and you may change this maximum size of all file uploaded to maybe let's say 1 GB, etc. And you may want to require this question for them to answer, and you may also add another question not to manager. Let's say if the employee want to apply for half-day leave and he have to choose the same date, and maybe he can type half-day leave and as a note to manager. And all the data will be stored at here, and the HR person in charge may need to key in the data here to the mark sheet for further analysis on Google Data Studio. I will explain more about this mark sheet later. And basically, this is our final digital tools of Dynamic Yearly Leave Tracker. And you will notice that there are some new spreadsheet there. So this is our final digital tools, and I will explain to you how to use this advanced Google Sheet. And please remember, this whole Google Sheet is for a year. That's why it is called Dynamic Yearly Leave Tracker. Our final digital tools is exclusively available for our paid audience, and the lookup table is to link to the Google Form. And on the settings spreadsheet, it is the most important spreadsheet because it is the core of this Google Sheet of Dynamic Yearly Leave Tracker, and it has all the database here, and we only need to update and change the data or even add data here. And the other spreadsheet, let's say monthly summary and summary, are automated follow the changes in settings spreadsheet, except for the mark sheet, which the HR person in charge will need to key in the data from the form responses into mark sheet. In conclusion, we only need to make changes in setting and mark sheet. The other spreadsheet will automatically update. In the settings spreadsheet, let's say any leave policy of a company changes, and you only need to make changes in this settings spreadsheet. Let's say add another holiday, etc. And I will show it to you later. Now we will look at the monthly summary spreadsheet, and you can choose the month you want to look up within a year, because this is the yearly leave tracker of the year 2021, and this is the code for the type of leave. Let's say here Yin Yuan, she had applied for this leave on the 1st of February 2021, and we may refer to the code here on the right side. HL is the half-day leave. That's why in the Google Form You may want to add another question which is note to manager. He or she may just choose the same date of the start date of leave and end date of leave, and note to manager, he or she may just type half day leave. The HR manager or HR is person in charge may look through this form and key in to the mark sheet, and it will automatically update to all other sheets here. In the monthly summary spreadsheet, you can choose to change to the month you want to look up. Let's say December, and wait for it to load, and you could see the date and the monthly summary are changed accordingly to December. And the red color column here are showing the non-working date, meaning that if your company policies Saturday is working days, and yes, it will represent the white column. If your company policy changes, and let's say Saturday is non-working day, meaning that Monday until Friday is working day, Saturday and Sunday is non-working day, and you could see the Saturday is non-working day, which show in the red column. If we look at the February, we wait for it to load, and you could see that this light purple column is representing the holiday, because 12 February is Lunar New Year, and it represents it is a holiday, and the red color is non-working day, purple color is holiday, and all these purple color and red color will not count into the total monthly summary. For example, if your employee apply leave for, let's say, holiday or even non-working days, it will not count to here, and it will only count the white column here. Let's say, yeah, they count this. They count the type of leave which located at the white column. By using this dynamic yearly leave tracker, it can ensure the accuracy and also safeguard the welfare of employees, which accurately count their monthly leave on monthly summary and summary spreadsheet. This is the summary for the range that you have selected within a year, as this is the yearly leave tracker for 2021, and the results shown here are showing the result within this range from 1st of January until 1st of September, and you may change by double click. Let's say you want to see the whole year analysis and summary, you may change to 31st of December. We wait for it to load, and you could see the summary is automatically changed for the range that you have selected. And you could see each employee with their total leave they have applied. We will now look at the settings spreadsheet again, because this is the core spreadsheet and we only need to update the company new policy here. Let's say if our company has holiday on Christmas Eve, let me type here. Beside the add holiday, we could type Christmas Eve, and we can select the date, and you could see the add holiday will no longer add this cell, and we move down to another cell. We will move downward, and if you need to add another holiday, you could just type here, and all these will automatically update to monthly summary. We could see here, yeah, you could see Christmas Eve. So we go back to setting. If let's say you want to add a new employee, let's say Jason, click enter, and the employee ID will auto-generated for you. And let's say if Jason is from a new department, sales department, just add here. Click enter, and you could choose by using this drop-down list, sales. That's all, we are done for the update. And if you add new holiday, new employee, and new department, it will automatically update to other spreadsheet, monthly summary and summary spreadsheet. You could see here Christmas Eve and Jason with his employee ID, and the summary we could see Jason and he's from sales department. Alright, we now go to the setting spreadsheet again, and we move to the fixed list, and this one is the fixed list, and you can only change available item. Means you can only change this. Maybe you want to change this sick leave to study leave or study to sick leave, etc. And you should not add another new rows, as this is a fixed list for all type of leave in Malaysia. Actually, all of this is the standard type of leave. If you have another type of leave, you can just choose other, and we call this blacklist. For this blacklist is the month of the year, because this is the yearly leave tracker for 2021. If you need the yearly leave tracker for the year 2022, and you can just go through your Google Drive, make a copy of this Google Sheet, and go to the setting and change all the year to 2022. As I said, other than update setting spreadsheet, you only need to update mark sheet from form responses, and it is an easy task for the person in charge. After you have received new application for leave, you could see this column, overall status. If the status is complete, meaning that it is approved by respective department managers, and the person in charge should key in the data into mark sheet. Why I say it is an easy task, as you only need to key in the employee name, date, and leave code. You may refer to this form. For the complete status, is Marcus V, and you apply for sick leave on this date. So the person in charge will go to mark sheet and key in the data. In the employee name column, choose Marcus V. If you choose Marcus V, his employee ID will automatically generated, as well as his department. And you only need to choose the date which he applied for leave, as well as the leave code is sick leave. You may refer to the monthly summary. Sick leave is SIL, so you can go back to mark sheet and choose SIL is sick leave. Is sick leave, as Marcus V is applied sick leave on 15th of July. Marcus V sick leave 15th of July, and the status is complete. For the convenience to the person in charge, we may want to create another column known as key in checklist. We may use data validation to this checklist. Select the column. If you are Mac user, press Command. If you are a Windows user, press Ctrl and click the first cell to unchoose the cell. After that, right-click, scroll down, and choose Data Validation. You may choose here List of Items. Maybe you can type yes or no, and then save it. After that, right-click. You can choose Conditional Formatting. You can format the cell if text content yes, then the color will be green color. Done. Add another rule. Format cells if text contains no, and change the color to maybe let's say red, and click done and close it. This checklist is for the convenience to the person in charge who key in the mark sheet. After we key in Marcus V from planning department who is applied for sick leave on this date, we may choose yes. Means we are done the key in to the mark sheet. So you know how useful this checklist is for the person in charge who key in the mark sheet, in the context of if let's say too many people apply for the leave and the person in charge may forgot which one already keyed in the mark sheet. And this is the remark for the person in charge. We know that the mark sheet is important and is able to do further analysis on Google Data Studio. That's why we need these final digital tools of Dynamic Yearly Leave Tracker to generate the mark sheet. After that, we can connect this mark sheet to Google Data Studio and perform further analysis on Google Data Studio. Because the Google Data Studio dataset is generated from mark sheet. That's why you need this final advanced digital tools template for you to do the analysis on Google Data Studio. And this is one of our final digital tools. For now, you only have learned how to create an easy version of the visualization. And this is the advanced version of the report on Google Data Studio. In an easy version, you have learned how to create the table and also the pie chart. For the advanced version, we have included the date range selection, department, and employee name filtering. You can choose the date range to see the visualizations of the date range you have chosen. Let's say I choose 1st of January until 30th of June and click apply. All the table, chart and graph will result in the respective date range that you have chosen. Same as the department. If you choose only production department, you only see the resulted visualizations. It's only for production. Same for the employee name. Let me choose back all the departments. Alright, in the advanced version, we have created a time series chart and also the stacker bar chart. So you will know how useful is this compared to the easy versions report on Google Data Studio.